Hey guys, welcome back to Tia Talks, and today we're here with a special guest. State your name and your zodiac sign.
Oh, okay. My name is Daquan Cherry. A lot of people know me as Flock of Waters on Instagram, and I'm an Aquarius, the best sign.
Yes, you are one of the many Aquarius that made their appearance onto my show.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, we outside this season.
Wait, well, how was did your birthday pass?
Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
Valentine's Day,
so
yeah.
how was it?
It was fun. I had, for the first time actually, because Valentine's Day, could be very, especially if it's on your birthday. I had a game night, and a few friends took me out the day of.
Okay.
So I had a game night before my birthday, and then the day of, they took me out. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
That's amazing. Well, welcome. I'm happy you're here. I'm excited.
Me too.
We've been trying to
get for real. It's been a while.
We've been trying to do this since I feel like the summer.
Yeah, it had. I think since I saw you the last time actually. Did you hear?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
oh my God. So we're gonna talk about all of it, all of it. But I want you to tell the people so what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes,
gosh,
you do a lot of stuff.
On what day? That's really the thing. But overall, I'm an artist, painter, actor, model, and I used to do hair, but now I don't.
Oh, okay. You retired.
I retired that. I do my own, but no one else's.
I love that. So tell me about the painting. When did you first get into painting?
In 2016 is when I picked up a paintbrush, but I started sketching since elementary school. That was always a thing for me.
Okay.
So, yeah. I have a funny story about that. I didn't draw for a very long time until one of my friends had an art class, and she needed someone to draw a portrait of, I think it was Angelina Jolie. Yeah. And she asked me to do it, so I did it for her, and it looked just like. I was like, "Wait, hold on! I forgot I could draw." I'm like, "Wait, okay, cool." So then that same day, I maxed out my credit card and got nothing but a whole bunch of art supplies, canvas, paint brushes. So I'm gonna try painting out, and then the rest is history.
Wow! Yeah. And now you're making these huge pieces of celebrities.
Yeah.
So who have you painted so far? Do you have? I know you have a list
of people that I like. Well, I always find my way painting Rihanna a lot.
Okay. Tell me why.
I just love her aesthetic. She's so beautiful. So it's just makes sense. Beyonce I painted a lot too.
Okay.
Nicki a few times. I mean it's whatever catches my eye the most.
Right.
So I've dated so many celebrities. I usually look Pinterest or just scrolling through Instagram just randomly, and I'll see something and I have so many screenshots of photos that I want to recreate. But I kind of got out of doing celebrity portraits per se, mainly because I fell in this hole of expecting them to see me and repost me and tag me and all that. So to get myself out of not always expecting that, I just do whatever really inspires me. I used to do it just strictly off of trying to get clout from them, but I realized that's what was
right.
setting me aside from not really being my true artistic self.
And so do you feel like your artistry has helped you grow your fan base?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
The pandemic, when it first started, literally that's what woke the whole, I guess, wave of everyone kind of knowing me, whatever. It's because I was literally painting a painting every single day and posting it every single day when the pandemic first started, and literally every single day I would get a sale, and my following just got went up. I started in January 2020 with 2,000 followers on Instagram, and now I'm at 15.
Wow.
And by the end of that year I was at 10, so it was it just skyrocketed really quickly.
Right.
So I just been riding the wave.
Right. So how does it make you feel that you have all these people following you? Do you feel like there's some type of expectation? How does it make you feel?
I did in the beginning, but it was more so expectation with myself. I've always been this super overachiever. I've always whatever I touch, I wanted to master and then be amazing and per se just for myself, not for anyone else. But I will say sometimes it gets overwhelming because people put me on this pedestal that like I don't see myself on.
Okay.
Like treat me like some type of celebrity. I'm like, I'm just a regular kid. Like,
right.
Like I literally have people like come like screaming when they seen me like in person for the first time. I'm just like, thank you.
Right.
Calm down. like I'm just a regular person. Like I'm just here to have fun. I'm just a regular smuggler. Like, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's the only thing like I'm trying to get used to. I don't think you can truly get used to that in a way, but I don't know. Overall, like I'm super grateful because I've been here for 5 years, and out of the 5, I've been a full-time artist for 4.
Right.
And it's just been amazing. So,
wow.
Amazing.
Wait, so where are you originally from?
North Carolina.
That's something that we share in common.
Yeah. Really? You're from North Carolina?
Yes.
What part?
Wilmington.
Oh, wait. I remember I told you,
conversation.
I lived in Wilmington when I was in first grade. Yeah.
Yes.
Sunset Park Elementary School I went to. Sunset. It was one of those, something Sunset.
Right.
But yeah, that's so crazy.
I know. And look, now you're taking over New York City.
You are too. This is talk show.
Hello.
I'll be on Fox News one day.
Yes.
Hey.
So how would you like describe like your childhood, like living down south?
Traumatic.
Really? Why do you say that?
Well, I wouldn't say the South itself made it traumatic. It was just my events that happened in my life with my family members and stuff. Per se, my parents. But on the upside about it, it's what made me who I am and made me the go-getter and ambition. Like I've been on my own since I was like 15. I moved 27 times out of my life. Went to so many elementary schools, middle schools, high school. Actually, I remember when I was in elementary school, I lived here for a week. I literally switched schools, moved here, and then when the week ended, I had to move right back.
Wow.
To the point everyone back home thought I was lying. Like my school thought, like the kids and everything thought I lied. I said I moved. They thought I just went away. But no, I really like enrolled in a whole nother school. Was there for like 3-4 days and came. That's how like all over the place my life was growing up.
Right. So then, but like you also, so how does that correlate with like the artistry? So like you talk a lot about, you talk about your childhood in your paintings and stuff.
Yeah.
So your life that you had as like a child and now as an adult, like where does that intersect? Cool. Yeah.
I think pretty much it's the reason why I do it is I'm painting the version of my childhood that should have happened in this day and age. I am grateful for everything that did happen though, because again, it created me to be so ambitious and creative and have this whole mindset. But a lot of my work do stem from the trauma of not having a childhood, of not really being able to express my creativity or imagination or even my individuality, of being the eclectic person I am, whether it's like my clothes, hair, or like art itself. So like my artistry of my paintings and even acting and modeling and all that stems from the trauma of my childhood, but I paint it to where like I see the beauty of it. That's how I create.
I love that. And then you put like these red noses, right, on the subjects that you paint. So can you explain the reasoning behind that?
It actually stemmed from an actual teddy bear that was that I started painting with the primary color. So the snout was red, and then the ears was blue and yellow.
Okay.
Because that's the primary colors, and without those 3 colors, there wouldn't be color at all. So there wouldn't be no art. So the whole world would be black and white. So right now I'm doing a series where everything, like the portraits are in black and white, but with the splash of the red, yellow, and blue ears and the nose. So yeah, it symbolizes like keeping your inner child alive and blending reality with imagination.
Okay. I love that. Wow. We got into your brain, we learning. So I also saw on your Instagram, like, I think you either like wrote it out, but you said something about how like some of your paintings kind of like resemble yourself.
Yeah.
Like, so like, why does that happen? Or why do you feel that happens?
I think maybe because I just
Like, do you do that intentionally?
Not really.
Okay.
Because I noticed, I don't be saying, a lot of people actually say, like, oh, some of these pieces that aren't meant to be self-portraits will say, like, oh, this resembles you. I'm like, well, maybe because, I mean, it's my art. So I guess sometimes I don't always use reference photos. So I will use what's in my brain of an idea of what I want, like an idea of what I want the eyes, mouth, and stuff to look like. And it just something happens, like, I guess my face is in the back of my head, like referencing of what I want to do. So that's probably why. So subconsciously, I'm creating a self-portrait without really trying to create a self-portrait. Okay. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like that.
I like my face.
So. Yeah. You have a nice face. That when I first met you, I was like, oh my God, you are so like you look so good.
Thank you.
So yes.
You do too, girl.
Thank you. Always. I appreciate it. So you did mention you have done like a lot of portraits of Brianna, right?
Yeah. That's my girl.
So yeah, so now that she's pregnant, do you feel like you're gonna do another one?
Maybe. I mean, maybe if she might have a maternal shoot. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. So the question I wanted to ask you, so if you had the opportunity to name Reeve's baby, what would you name it? Boy or girl? Yeah.
Sadell if it's a boy.
Sadell.
Yeah. Okay. And then I don't know if it's a girl.
I feel like that's a unisex name.
Right?
Yeah.
So Sadell is if I want to do a different one. Okay. Maybe I'm trying to think, like seeing Rihanna's like, come here. Not a Sydney. Don't come here, Sydney. I don't know.
It has to be a unique name. It has to be
something unique. Like, because it's Rihanna. Yeah. Because it can't be something like Megan. Like, come here, Megan.
Right.
Like, I don't see Rihanna calling Megan.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I don't even know what I would name the baby if I... Yeah. We'll get back to that one. So I noticed that you also started, like, a personal page.
Yes.
So why did you decide to, like, separate it?
Mainly because, so originally I used to scold everyone saying how I would never do a personal page because I want everyone to see my personality with my art because I'm a big believer, if you don't like me, you don't like my art. So it's like, I know a lot of people where like they will love what you do, but they don't love you as a person. So it's like, you don't really love me then because that is me. Right. That's all of me. Like literally that's all my emotions drawn into a canvas, like into one piece. So if you don't like me, it's like, oh, you don't like what I do or just don't like who I am or what I stand for, you don't like my work. So I used to never want to separate the two, but then I found out like I can still show myself with my work, but also show the side that like all my friends know, like the goofy side. Like it's not always picture perfect. The funny, like crazy, like always a mess. Like that's like what Instagram don't really see because I'm trying to paint this perfect picture, no pun intended, of this whole aesthetic. So the personal page is pretty much just me, just with the antics. Okay. Like all the antics is on the personal one. And that's Daquan Cherry, which is my real name. I don't know why people don't think my last name is real anyway. Really? Yeah, everyone always like wonder like, is Cherry your last name? Like, yeah. It is. Why would I? Daquan Cherry is my Instagram, or my personal one.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I love like the skits and the TikToks and the reels that you do.
So that will be on the personal more so. Okay. So that, and then I will still do like reels and videos, but that will be more pertaining to my art on my art page. But my personal page, you'll see all the antics, the funniness, the crazy TikTok and videos. That will be back. But I don't know if you noticed on my on Flocko Waters on the artist page, all that got stripped down. Like I took all that down.
Oh, you deleted it? Yeah. Did you delete it or did you archive it?
Both. I did both. Okay. I'm a big believer on not having what is the word I'm trying to use? Attachment. I always self-attachment to things. So that's one reason why I paint over my paintings. If I have them for a little too long and I like look at it for too long, I'll paint over it. I'm like, because it done its justice. It ran its course. I'm ready for the next one. So yeah.
So I didn't even know you were an actor.
Yeah.
So what,
So
have you been in like any major movies?
It's funny
or
because
what's going on with that?
I started when I first moved here. That was the main goal. Like painting was never a thing. Like when
Okay.
I first moved here, I was like, I didn't even want to show my art at first, which is so funny. It's just my paintings would took off faster. Like right before the pandemic, I was in a short film, like literally like a month before the pandemic started, and I think I did a modeling gig too for like Converse and everything. So I was literally just I was really focused on uh, acting, like SAC eligible. Like I really was like in it. And then the pandemic happened, so gigs stopped happening. So my main focus went to art, and for the past 2 years, it's just been with that. So I'm trying to like find a balance because before the pandemic, it was all three. Whenever modeling wasn't going, I had acting gig. If acting gig wasn't going, I have painting. Like it was just all in rotation. But the past 2 years, it was just strictly like painting, painting, painting. So I'm trying to like put my foot back into the other two.
Okay.
Which is another reason why I'm not doing hair anymore, because I feel like hair was never really my passion on other people. Like I like doing it on myself,
right?
But to do it for other people really wasn't sparking. And I'm like, I'm a big believer. If it doesn't spark, then throw it away. Like it's not your light.
Well, if let's talk about the hair. You give so many looks.
Thank you.
Like you do the straight, the curly, the locks. Like, so what do you prefer the most out of all the hairstyles?
I feel like I feel like everybody else will concur that locks is like my to-go-to.
Okay.
It's like my signature, especially blonde. Blonde is my signature in color, and locks is my signature in style. Also because it's just easier. I don't have to do much. Okay. Some other styles that I do, like when I had hair, as you can see, I shaved it recently. Okay. When I had hair, it's straighten it a lot, but that was a lot of work. I used to always have to do it every single day.
I was watching the videos. Yeah, I was like, he's straightening the hair.
Even when I have curly hair, because my hair is naturally curly, right? That's a lot of work. So I'm just like, ooh. So I think locks is just easy because just literally get up and go. You don't have to do much to it. And also, I'm really loving red. I don't know if you met me when I had red hair.
Yes, I like the
red
hair.
is coming back. I really like it. I'm waiting until it gets a little warmer.
Okay.
But the red is coming back.
Okay, I'm excited to see it. Yes. So what are you excited about, like, to see for yourself? Like, what do you want to happen for your future?
Ooh, so much. That's a movie right there. Pretty much I'm just really going with the flow and realizing that like I don't have control over what happens. I can just put into like the intention of what I want, and that's just pretty much being successful in anything that I put my mind to. So that's literally all across the platform of like acting, modeling, and my artistry. And just taking it at a time. I think my downfall is in the recent 5 years that I was living here, a lot of good things happened to where like in a way of I got a lot of opportunities that some will take much longer to get to. So therefore I expect too much too soon instead of just like being patient and like riding the wave. Because I mean I have done a lot in the past 5 years living here. And I'm very grateful for it, but then it could be the downside of like expecting more. Okay. You know, so.
So what borough do you represent?
I mean, Manhattan, the city. What?
You do?
Yes, I do.
Uptown.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like this, literally, I've been in the same space since I've been here. Okay. I mean, I used to, like, my grandparents live in Queens, and I used to go there every summer, right next to, like, Nikki Projects. I actually used to live there.
Oh, in Jamaica?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to live there when I was, like, 3 years old. And they say, like, down the street from Jamaica, like, from Baisley Projects, whatever. So, but I don't rep Queens. Queens is
okay, so you're Manhattan.
I'm Manhattan. I'm a city kid.
Okay.
I'm a city boy. Like,
so
from the country.
Right.
City boy from the country.
From a small town to the big city.
Yes. Very small town.
So for the people watching and listening, what can you say about just like living in Manhattan? Like what sets it apart from all the other boroughs?
You gotta have resilience. You gotta have like you gotta be fast, first off. Please don't be walking slow. Oh my God. That's like one of my pet peeves with like when someone's walking in front of you, They walk it super slow.
Right.
So definitely, I would say you gotta be fast and you gotta just be adaptable. Because the city overall is like it's always adapting to something, whether it's the weather, as you can see,
like today,
early this week it was summer,
right,
and now it's winter again,
it's snowing.
So you gotta be literally so you gotta be prepared for the seasons changing randomly in the same day, even the same week, or just jobs too. Like you may have the job of your dreams one day, and you may not, or like you may change course. Like New York is it's a city of big dreams, but it could be more than one dream. So you have to I think adaptation and being acceptance of change in order to survive in New York. Because if not, you won't make it.
That is true. That is true. And that part where Alicia Keys is like, New York City, don't be so hard on me. Like, that's a true thing because, like you said, it's like a roller coaster. Yeah. And you have to be able to just, roll with the punches, be strong, because it's hard to live here overall.
It is. And it's harder.
Especially when you're an artist.
It wasn't being a full-time artist. Like, I don't have a 9 to 5. I don't know if I'm going to I don't get paid every Friday, every other Friday. Like, there's months where I'm getting sales, I'm getting gigs, and there's months I get nothing.
So talk to me about that. So have you, I guess, like, you had to learn how to, like, budget and stuff, or do you budget? Like,
no. I was like, I'm still learning how to budget.
Like, what advice can you give to somebody that is...
Save your money, child. Yeah. Because, like, New York will have you thinking you about to get some more, and then they realize, like, ooh, a little tight for a couple weeks and months. But I will say save your money. It's easy to spend it in New York City because there's so much here, like, to do, but everything costs.
Yes.
But there's also things to do, like, free, but it's just like you just end up spending your money some way, somehow. So I would say definitely save your money when you do get it. Like, when you're up, don't be too big-headed and start spending it all when you're up. Yeah. Because you will be down.
Yep.
And when you're down, you'll be reminiscing on the times you were up. Like, me, it's summertime. Summertime, I'm always
splurge.
Up. Like, so I'm just, like, outside, spending money. And then when the holidays come, like, ooh, no one can get a gift from me.
Right.
I ain't got it. So, yeah, I think that's, like, the biggest thing. Save your money, kids.
Save all.
And adults.
Yes, for real. So.
And don't use your credit card.
Yeah, the credit card's like a magic wand, okay?
And I used to wave it. I thought I was Cosmo from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, my gosh. So I want to know, what do you think what does pushing P mean to you?
Pushing P could mean, like, I'm pushing P.
Come on.
Oh my God. Pushing P is pushing P.
They want to know.
Like, pushing P could just mean anything. Like, give me a context and I'll tell you. Like, if I'm really out here, like, grinding, like, I'm pushing P on my art because I'm pushing that paint.
Okay. That applies only to you and the other painters.
That is me. I'm pushing paint, so I'm pushing P. Like, I'm pushing P every day. Like,
every day.
Every day. Like, every day.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Keep pushing P. As an artist, right? Like a independent artist, full-time artist, there probably comes a time where, like, you need to go to the doctor or like situations like that. So, like, how are you able to navigate that? Like, do you have, like, health insurance? Like, is there support out there for artists like yourself?
So when I first came here, I didn't have, because I still have my insurance from back home. I didn't transfer my stuff yet. Okay. So I remember I have psoriasis. For people who don't know, the easiest way to explain it, it's like eczema. It's like a skin condition, but that has dry patches, blah, blah, blah. So one summer, it got really bad. Like, really bad. But I thought it was something else. I was scared. Like, I was going, like, I'm a hypochondriac, so I Google stuff. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm dying. It's like something that I shouldn't have, that I got. So during that time, I was just, like, all over the place. But thankfully, I will say, in my experience of living in New York City, I have come across a lot of people that were for me and helped me in that moment. Okay. It may not have been forever, but in that moment.
Okay.
At that time, I was working at a coffee shop, and I met so many beautiful people there. And I met this one older lady that's in the art scene. Like, she's a curator. She has like a gallery or whatever. And when she got word of my condition, I think one of my prescriptions was $1,000.
What?
I was like, child, that's more than my rent. Like, literally, it was that much. I was like, gosh. I cannot afford that, so I'm just gonna have to like deal with my skin, whatever. So then when she got wind of it or whatever, she pretty much helped me, and like, it's according to who you know, and got me insured through the Actors Fund.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, it wasn't actually through their insurance specifically,
right?
But because she knew someone in that moment in time, I got the prescription for free.
Wow, bless up.
She was pushing P.
Yes.
That's another version of pushing P. But then I ended up getting Medicaid, but they helped me through that whole process.
Oh, that's awesome.
So like now, if I like get sick or whatever, I'm insured. At
yeah,
least. So,
you're covered.
I'm covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a show coming up, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh my God!
It's March 10th. From 7 to 10, Lower East Side, the Girls Club.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
are you coming?
I want to. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna come.
Bring your friends.
Okay.
I never promoted as much as I should have.
What are you displaying? Or is it up to me? Okay, I have to go see.
You'll see. Like, I purposely didn't show the two pieces. Well, you've seen the two pieces before.
Okay.
But I didn't tell anybody but the people, of course, for the show, of which two pieces I was going to showcase.
Okay.
But you've seen them before. I will say that.
I'm excited.
So it's two pieces that I'm showing.
Okay.
So yeah.
So do you plan on having a solo show soon? Like, what's going on?
I mean, I did have one last summer.
Yeah.
Which I'm very grateful for and blessed because I funded it myself. I mean, of course, I would like to have another one. It's just when the time comes, it will come. Okay. Like, at that moment, I just knew it was time. Like, something just told me it was time. Like, I was just like, wait. Like, I just felt very stagnant. Like, I don't know what's going on. And one day I was just like, I want to do a show. And I did it in like under a month.
Wow.
And it was very successful. So the next one, it will happen when it happens, when it's time.
Yeah.
I learn not to rush things and just like
be patient.
Yeah. Because I used to do that. I used to rush a lot because I'm very impulsive. So when I think of something, I need it done right then and there. That's why my hair is always changing. Because when I think like, okay, I want red. Yeah. I will literally like go in like an hour and find all the stuff and do it right then and there. Like, yeah. So
I remember the last time we talked, you were doing my hair and we were talking about like mental health.
Yes.
And you brought up the part about like anxiety.
Ooh. So
how are you able to manage your anxiety?
Sometimes I can't. But majority of the time it was through my art. Me painting, because I don't think when I paint. And if I ever get to the point where I do, I stop. Because it's more so just like going with the flow of things and just allowing like what other people may see as a mess up. Like if I like mess up, I just keep going with the mess up and just let it flow. Because like my brain is like somewhere else. That's why I can't paint in front of people because my anxiety really is more heightened because I'm overthinking of what they're thinking. Like, oh my gosh, do they like it? Do they don't like it? So it's like I don't like live painting. But painting is one of the things I do. Music, I listen to a lot of music. Soothing music too. Like at night, I go to bed to waterfall sounds. I think I just seen Justin LA Boy say if they go to sleep with waterfall sounds, don't trust them.
Oh gosh.
I was like, and all my friends said that to me because every friend that stayed there before, they get so mad when I have it like.
I don't like that either.
Really?
I need
they get
silence.
So mad. See, it'd be too silent. I think back home it was fine, but here in New York City, if it's too quiet, I'm scared.
I don't understand that because it's always loud where I live.
Like, I love waking up hearing bachata music 7 a.m. like someone washing their car. And I'm like, yeah, turn it up a little bit more. Like, ooh. Music, or there's like sometimes I take a day. Like I remember Beyonce was saying, like she literally had to take one day where she feels it all, like just allow herself to feel whatever she's feeling, and the next day she's up and going. That's kind of something like what I do. Like yesterday, I did not leave the house at all. I stayed in bed all day. I wasn't upset or sad. It was just like I just needed some time to just be nothing,
right,
and just like be like a pig and eat everything and just sit.
And
then
you know what? Those are my favorite moments.
Yeah, I watch TV all day long. I Uber Eats all day.
Yes.
I got like a bunch of snacks. I pigged out, and then this morning I went to the gym. So and then I just was like at it. So
Okay.
Allow yourself to have those days.
Yeah, because it could life can just be like super overwhelming.
Yeah, especially in New York City, because in Western culture in general, we're so designed that like if you're not working to almost kill yourself, then it's like you're worthless. Like so you always got to be like on go, booked and busy. Like that's what we preach all the time here in the West, but especially in New York City. But people forgot it's booked and busy and restful.
Yeah,
make sure you're restful
because you can burn out.
Yeah, make sure you're booked and busy with some rest in between.
Yeah,
because if not,
it's not good. Yeah. You're gonna have a mental breakdown,
and some of them books and busy is gonna get canceled because went crazy. So
right?
It's like, I can't do it.
Right.
So you allow yourself that leisure of just relaxing.
So what advice do you have for other like young artists like yourself that are like trying to become full time like you did? Like what would you say, like really pushed you to become full time?
What pushed me? I never really liked being told what to do. And then I also knew I never wanted to be a boss for someone else's company, because there's still someone telling me what to do. So then I was just like, so I remember when I was working at the coffee shop, I just got tired of being managed. Like, leave me alone. Like, it's one of those things like when your mother tell you wash the dishes as you're on the way to wash the dishes. Now I'm not washing them because for some reason it's in my brain. They told me to do it. Now I want to do it. So I was always like that with like working. Like I was when I did work, I was great. But then when the manager told me to do something, I'm like I just wasn't I didn't want to do it. So now I think that's when it sparked that like, wait, I'm supposed to be working for myself and having this discipline to work for myself, whatever. So one day I emailed the overseers of that coffee shop and told them like, yeah, this is my last weekend. After like Monday, like I'm not coming back. And everyone was like so concerned. I was like, how old was I then? Was I even 20 yet? I don't know. It was 2018 when it happened. Okay. I did the math later. I'm 24 now, so do the math. And I remember I was just like, I don't know, but I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. But I've always been like that. Like I remember you told me bring something that like was very sentimental to me. I brought it, and it ties into like this conversation. So when I first moved here, before I moved here,
yes, let's see what you brought.
I'm big into manifestation. So
all my people on the show love manifestation.
So you see
Dream big.
Dream big, New York City, the Empire State. So in 2016, I got this. I remember it was December. And I just it was there on my campus of my college I was at. It was making license plates. So
what college you went to?
Central Piedmont.
Okay.
That's my girl. Everyone got like some customized license plates for their cars. So they did different stuff. But I wanted it, even though I didn't have a car at the time because it broke down. I was like, I'm still giving you one. So I put this, and I put the move-in date on the back of my thing. It says move-in date May 22nd, 2017. So that was like a few months after that.
Right.
And I just everyone was like, why did you pick that day? I'm like, I don't know. It's not something that like I wanted. It's like I knew I had it.
Right.
That makes sense. Like I already knew I was living here. And like, it's like
and you saw it.
Yeah, like, I'm shining time machine.
Oh, okay.
Like, I went back, so I knew what was going on. And I just kept saying it. Like, I literally was speaking as if I was already living here. And I put May 22nd of 2017, and I've been living in New York City since May 21st of 2017.
So you love New York. Do you plan on ever leaving New York?
Not really.
Okay.
Unless I'm like, because I do want a lot of kids.
Okay.
So I couldn't see myself raising all my kids in New York City.
Right.
But
I mean, you could if you had the coins.
Yeah, but it's like 6 kids on the subway. Child.
Hopefully you have like, a Tesla.
I want a lot of kids. So it's like, I mean, I would probably raise them like further up, like where there's more land.
Oh, right.
That's what
space.
I mean. Yeah, like more space. Because I also want like dogs. Like I like big dogs.
Right.
You can't have, you can't.
Okay, manifesting.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
I want big dogs. It'll be like 2, like a Doberman, maybe a Great Dane, a Husky.
Okay, with your 6 kids.
A Golden Doodle with my 6 kids.
A lot of land.
So you see where it's like, tight studio space.
Right.
I always said it would be either New York City. After I leave New York City, probably Paris. Like.
Okay.
Probably Paris.
Do you speak French?
Un peu. A little bit.
Okay.
No, I used to know how to like start a conversation. I have a lot of friends that are from Congo, and their native tongue is French. So I used to have them text me, like talk to me in French, so I can like it forced me to like learn it. So I was doing well, but when I moved here, that it kind of like went out the way. I actually realized there's not really a French neighborhood here. There's so many other neighborhoods.
That is.
Like, I just realized that there's not a French neighborhood, like an actual neighborhood, like dedicated for like French-speaking communities.
People, yeah.
I was like, wow. Like,
I know there's a Polish community.
Yeah, there's like literally every other one but French, which is crazy.
We have to find it. I feel like there might be one. We just don't know where.
It was definitely probably in Queens. Queens.
Queens has everybody.
Everybody in there, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see,
Yeah. Well, y'all. This was amazing. Thank you so much for coming on to Tia Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I feel like a celebrity.
You are a celebrity.
I'm talking about with you because you're a celebrity, girl. You little talk. You guys are a big talk show, not little. See, since we're on that topic, I would say a little just to say, like, to be like it's funny when people add little to it, but I see some people be taking real big offense. So like, oh, it's a little show? Yeah. Because some people mean it in a bad way. Because people say it in a bad way. Like,
it depends on how you say it.
So like, this is not a little show. It's a big show.
Yes. Wait, I actually have a question. One more. Do you have a question for me?
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait, it's an interview. What do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh my God. So I want to have like a network.
Okay.
And I want to have other shows underneath like my major network and just like be a boss. And I want to live somewhere. I want to be a homeowner and have a white Tesla and pull up at fiestas.
Okay. She specified a white Tesla.
Yes.
Not a black one. Did not give her a gray one. She's a white Tesla. Okay.
So yeah, we'll be there.
Okay.
At the top together.
And I'll pull up with my matte black G-Wagon.
Yeah.
And then we'll, like,
and I'm gonna have your paintings in my place.
So we're gonna cruise one day and just like, drive somewhere.
I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll see you there.
Thank you guys for listening. Tia is out.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
This show hot like the pot been cooking. Come to Tia Talks if you out here pushing. A&R fans and brands stay looking. You know who to call when you ready for a booking. Shorty bad, watch the way she walk. Shorty real, realest pockets.